What is going on, PokeMoshPitbeta? I go by the name of JackieChun here on YouTube. I'm also known as JackieChun82. You guys can call me Chun, Jackie, whichever. Got an epic battle against Sharujanshan, who also has an account here on YouTube. Gonna leave a link in the description to his channel as well. Definitely the closest match I've had in a while. Let's go ahead and get started. I lead with Gliscor. He leads with Starmie. And I know Ice Beam is coming, so I decide I'm going to switch to Jirachi. And he's probably not going to want to overpredict, so he's going to switch out here and go to Heatran. I'm going to go for the Thunderbolt. I am Calm Mind Wish, but it's obviously too early to try to start setting up Calm Minds. I really need to see what he's got. So Thunderbolt's got pretty good neutral damage on almost everything. So I'm going to go back to Gliscor here because I don't want to take a Fire Blast. I knew it was going to have sub because I saw the leftovers, but I really just didn't want to risk it this early in the match. So he sets up the sub. I'm going to go for the Stealth Rocks here. He goes for Fire Blast, misses the Fire Blast. Kind of sucks for him. I go for the Earthquake here, and I actually thought this might have been Torment Tran at the time. But looking back, his team was very offensive in nature, so Subtran with 3 attacks was a much better guess. Anyway, he goes for the Fire Blast. As I break the sub with the Earthquake, I figured I was in a good position there, so I just went for it. I'm actually going to switch out here because this Gliscor is carrying the Sand Veil, so might be useful later. I'm going to go into Flygon, predicting a Fire Blast. He is going to switch out and go to Togekiss, predicting an Earthquake most likely. Not really a great switch in because Heatran, he could have either subbed, or if he had Dragon Pulse, that would have been really bad. But no awesome prediction skills by me on that part, predicting his prediction or anything like that. So I stay in though and surprise him and go for the Stone Edge. He obviously predicted U-turn, that's why he went for Thunder Wave. Why else would he do it? But he's going to switch out here. I'm going to stay in and just Stone Edge again just to keep him honest as he goes back to Starmie. I'm going to switch, go back to Jirachi. He's going to go for the Rapid Spin. I really didn't have another safe switch to Starmie. The Rapid Spin ended up being huge, though, in this match, as you guys will see later on. He's going to go to Dusknoir, and I'm just going to start setting up Calm Minds, which is definitely risky since I haven't seen his last 2 guys yet. But I figured Heatran was his counter to Jirachi, so the plan here is to set up 2 Calm Minds so I can take Heatran on. And I set up a Wish just to keep myself healthy because I was pretty sure an Earthquake was coming. He does go for it, but doesn't do too much because Calm Mind Wish Jirachi's max HP, almost max defense, bold nature. So he's finally now going to switch. Probably figured that's not going to work out. And yeah, the wish is going to come true. I got 2 Calm Minds up. And I figure I'm in a good position here. So I'm just going to start throwing out Thunderbolts. He goes for Fire Blast, and the plan totally backfires. I really thought I'd be able to take Fire Blast a lot better than that. The leftovers was key for the both of us because we both had 2-hit KOs, and the lefties basically turned them into 3-hit KOs. Unfortunately, he is faster because he's max speed and max special attack. So I am going to lose the damage race here, unless I get like a crit or hacks, which I get neither. So I go for a second Thunderbolt. He is barely going to live, just barely. I thought it might have been minimum maximum damage. Honestly, I probably got absolute maximum damage on that second Thunderbolt there. So I'm going to switch out, hoping to save Jirachi as death fodder for later, or maybe possibly get a Wish. He goes for Earth Power, thinking I'm going to stay in as I go into Flygon. I go for Outrage. This was really dangerous on my part because his last 2 guys that I hadn't seen yet, they both resist Outrage. Although it does take Heatran down, I really just wanted Heatran gone. And honestly, it wasn't that much of a threat looking back at it. Didn't want him going to Togekiss on an Earthquake. And I didn't think U-turn would KO. So anyway, he goes to Dusknoir. I go for the outrage, have to because I'm locked in. He goes for Will-O-Wisp. Um, at first, I wonder why he didn't switch into one of the other two guys, which you'll see later. But the burn was also key in this match. Um, I decided to keep Flygon around just for the speed, really not for the power. So I'm going to switch out and go to Gliscor. There, again, was no awesome prediction skills on my part because I actually did not predict Pain Split, as crazy as that sounds. But anyway, he's going to switch, go to Starmie. I go for the taunt here, and I should not have, but it was a bad move on my part. I should have went for the rocks there, and that was my only chance to get it up. But there's really nothing I can do about it. I go to Jirachi just as the death fodder. He actually goes for Hydro Pump. I was hoping for Ice Beam, but Hydro Pump was definitely the better move on his part. I go to Flygon just to force the Starmie out. He's going to go into Togekiss. I'm going to go for the U-turn and go to Starmie. I honestly made the Flygon switch in for the speed and to get the switch advantage, since Flygon's my backup answer since I don't have Jirachi. Other than Jirachi, I'm sorry. So he's going to switch out. In comes one of the last two guys, Caesar. I go for Thunderbolt. This went really well. He takes exactly half, and I'm able to get a second Thunderbolt and KO his Caesar without him getting to do anything. Wondered why he didn't Bullet Punch, but I don't know. Maybe he didn't have it. Maybe it was a different set. Not really sure. He's going to go into Metagross here. I go for the Hydro Pump, and I miss. That was crucial because it would have been a 2-hit KO. He gets his rocks up, and man, that really sucks because he explodes, takes down my Starmie. I go for the Rapid Spin, and which was huge because I was thinking about Gyarados at the time, the reasoning behind my Rapid Spin. But I go to Flygon on the double down. He's going to go back to Starmie, go for the U-turn again because I'm burned. It is not going to KO this Starmie. So I switch out and I go to Gliscor. Not sure why. Maybe I wanted to keep Gyarados safe. He goes for the Hydro Pump and misses. So here he decides to go for the Ice Beam. And I just stayed in because I just wanted to burn some Life Orb damage on it and get Flygon back in. Try to take it out with a U-turn. I guess I could have tried to save him for later to get rocks back up, but I didn't really think Gliscor was useful at that point. Anyway, I go to Flygon. He's going to switch to Togekiss again. I go for the U-turn, and now I bring in Gyarados. So, him going to Togekiss, maybe he thought I didn't have much for Starmie, which honestly I don't on this team. So I do get Gyarados in safely. Go for the taunt because I know the Thunder Wave is coming. He probably predicted Dragon Dance, so that was a good move on my part. He's going to switch, go to Dusknoir. I'm going to go ahead and take the opportunity to set up my first Dragon Dance. And I was thinking about why he would switch Dusknoir in, and I said, you know what? He's probably got Thunder Punch. But in the end, I decided to go for Waterfall just to get as much damage as possible in case he did have the Thunder Punch. And he does. I really should have switched to Tyranitar because Earthquake and Thunder Punch together, it doesn't KO Tyranitar. So, but at the time, I thought I didn't have anything else that could hit him hard. Totally forgot about T-Tar. But anyway, I go into T-Tar now. I go for the Crunch, which I should have done a turn earlier because I realized after the match that anything he had left would have been one-hit KO'd by the Crunch. But it's not the case, so he's gonna go into Starmie after I take out his Dusknoir, and he one-hit KOs me with the Hydro Pump. And my last guy is Flygon, and after the Life Orb and the Sand takes him out, he's gonna go into his last guy, which is Togekiss. I'm going to lock myself in the Stone Edge and really hope to take this Togekiss out. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to because I'm burned. And he now shows me that he's got Roost. Honestly, the whole time I thought this Togekiss was a Paraflincher, but it actually turns out to be a Nasty Plot set. Don't know if it was defensive or offensive. I couldn't really tell. But I could have won if I decided to let Tyranitar be my last guy. But it just didn't go through that way. And I lost this game due to player error. But anyway, he's going to keep roosting. And he's going to definitely try to wear me down. And he does set up one Nasty Plot. And the burn takes me down enough to where one Air Slash is going to take my Flygon out. And I do miss a Stone Edge. So, really unfortunate. And yet another game I could have won, but it was a very, very close match. It was an awesome game, Sharujanshan. Guys, definitely go check them out. Subscribe to PokeMoshPitbeta if you haven't already. Also, don't forget to check out my channel, which will also be in the description. Definitely look forward to uploading another battle sometime here, and I will catch you guys later. Peace.